found Amour. He's hanging out in the kitchen. And he's looking over here for a specific reason. We're having to adapt his food. So I can no longer buy him normal dog food at all. And I can't do the kibble, and now we can't do the instincts because he is allergic to very specific things like beef pancreas, beef liver, like lamb lung, and all of these things that end up being put in the diet that I thought was so good for him, and he's always been so itchy. And so I broke down and I did the 5 Strand Test. So after talking with the vet yesterday and discussing his options for food, I'm continuing to make his food in the crock pot like I usually do, but I can no longer actually feed him any like regular store-bought dog food. And it's been that way for what, a few years that we've been making crock pot food, but every once in a while if we run out and I'm pinched for time because of work, then I will get him usually the instinct, because I thought that was so good, and I wasn't getting the kibble, I was getting the frozen kind, which is actually really expensive. But with this way, I think I'm actually going to end up saving some money. Now remember, I'm not a vet tech, I'm not a veterinarian, I'm a pet sitter though. So I've learned a lot in the process of being a pet sitter. But let's, I'm just gonna show you for a second everything that I have put in here. I have 2 different crock pots that I go between. This is the smaller one. So I'm making a smaller batch to see how his stomach does with this. So here, I started making his kale soup with a pumpkin yesterday, and you can see some of the crunchy spots there, but that's all gonna break apart and I can fish it out. I just so it's organic pumpkin, organic kale, red kidney beans, and brown rice. So we're going very basic. I might add a little bit of quinoa. I'm gonna just start with this basic stuff for tonight and see how he does. Because we need to add things in kind of slowly. I may end up putting some broccoli in towards the end of this so he can have some fresh broccoli in there. But I have, for myself, because my own health issues, I have to do organic stuff. And so he gets a lot of organic things as well, but we're having to take the carrots out because apparently carrots are on his grade 3 intolerance list, so, which is unfortunate, but because he loves his carrots. Yeah, he does. He loves his carrots. Carrots is either his grade 2 or grade 3, but they say to take them all out so your dog's gut can have a reset. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think about all this, buddy? You want my black cherry juice? Yeah. You do? You want the black cherry juice? I drink the black cherry juice because it's really good for bringing down inflammation, and I've got a lot of inflammation going on right now. So, yeah. And he's got some inflammation too, so that's why we're bringing down some of his inflammation in his gut. Yeah. Do you have an inflamed belly? You're gonna be fine. And notice his eye. We're putting medicine on that like 3 times a day, and you, mister, are due some of your eye meds. Yeah. You looking at the corner where your crock pot is. No. Sleepy boy. He's a sleepy boy. So I wanted to mention that if you're thinking about making your dog's food in the crock pot, please make sure that you talk to your veterinarian before you adjust their diets. And a lot of veterinarians' offices actually do recommend a crock pot diet, and they already have like handouts. So some basic ideas of what needs to go in your dog's food proportion wise, because every dog is a different size, and so there's a specific proportion of protein and carbs and all that good stuff. So you need to make sure that you're following those basic guidelines. So make sure that you speak with your veterinarian before you make any adjustments to their diet, especially when you start making their food from scratch, just to make sure that you're doing everything in the proper way. But here's just a quick little moment of silence and looking at my cute, sweet Husky Amour.